Hello everyone, welcome back to Factorio. So here we are. We are in our expanded base where we're slowly trying to fill out more of these squares to produce the things we need. Our existing base, most of the research is done. All we have left is the infinite research, and then of course the DLC stuff, which we're going to get to, but not today probably. Today I want to focus more on expanding our main base. And in particular, I want to get a better mall, because right now our mall is right here. This is where we make all the stuff we use to make the stuff. Why is it so quiet? All I hear is a little bit of wind. Game? No, it's the audio is turned on. It's just there we go. There's the music. Yeah, but right now all our materials are coming from here, and that means that whenever we build something down here, it's causing a lot of problems because, you know, it takes forever to get to here. Where do we want to build it? Like this, I want to save for the coal. We can make these too. Or just start with one and see what happens. Or we could build it more over here. Let's just start building right here. This is gonna be a little different than what we've been doing so far, because we can really pack these in. Here, get rid of some of these trees. Here, not my bots. Let the world bots do it. My bots can do this one little bit. All right. What's coming this? That's not me. They're going to another thing. My logistics are off for some reason. Let's turn those back on. Oh, let's not die. Alright, so the main thing here is that right now we're set up so that we can unload a train on both sides into two things. Let me grab a train station. How's that look? A loading train station. Like this. So we have lots of room in between trains, and we don't really need that room for what I plan on doing. I only want like the first bit. So let me see, how closely can we pack these? We're going to the left, right? Yeah. And we always have 2 locomotives and then 4 on the back for wagons. And this time we're going to be unloading into red boxes, supplier boxes. And the idea is that for the most part, except for maybe a bit of iron production, we're going to let the bots handle everything. And that will do. Like, that's all we need. So how much can we pack these in next to each other? Okay, and does signaling work? So if we put signals here, Those don't look quite right. I want the signals to look the same so we can just repeat the pattern. Right there. Looks good. And then on this side, when they're rejoining, right here. This is nothing, right? Yeah, this needs to be called unset. Because we haven't figured out what we're going to put here yet. And the bots will get to the rest of that in time. And we'll have one. This will be the iron. Well, at least this will be some of the iron that we're going to bring in like normal. So let me grab that. Where are we bringing in iron? Iron plates. Here, where we're making the circuits. We're doing that. Here. Okay, and they'll get to that in time. Again, there's latency. This is the whole point of what we're trying to fix right now. We're trying to fix the latency between us specifying something and the bots all coming up here to grab it and then heading out. And they even have trouble getting here because there's gaps in our roboports. Where? Can I show that? Oh, I didn't know that. You can see the bots moving on the. That's cool. I like that. So you can see there's a stream of bots. What do the cutters mean? I wonder. I don't know. Can I find out? Will it tell me somewhere? Is there like a help function I can look at? Tips and tricks. Doesn't seem to where the map is. I need to look at all this stuff soon too. We'll figure that out. No, I'm not seeing it. Oh well, I think that's useful. We have white and yellow bots. Are yellow bots maybe coming to me? No, those are construction bots. And maybe there's maybe one color is bots with bots that have something versus bots that don't have something. Like, can I tell? So you're carrying something. Where's some yellow bots? You're also carrying something. So what's the difference? I don't know. Maybe it's charge level. That wasn't what I was trying to show anyway. I was trying to show this. That we have these gaps in our logistic network that stops our bots from being able to charge everywhere they go. Anyway, let's continue. So I'm going to want to do some work with this. We're gonna turn this into piping and the iron gears. So if we bring in 4, well, we're not gonna. Okay, let's say we convert 3 of them into 1.5 of these. So we want 45 output. 3 red lines in, 1.5 out. That's 30 machines. Oh wait, no, that's 30 machines with that. But if we use assembly means 3s, and then productivity modules, that's 20 machines. And each of these is going to output to a chest. And they need productivities. And we do this 3 times. Or no, we said we do it 4 times because this is still only using 2.6. So what if I have 3 total? How much do I get from that? I put it at 50, 22, 55. That's a bit more than 3. So we'll do that, but probably we'll end up shy of it. And the whole idea is that after all this, there should still be some leftover iron, which we'll make into pipes. And to make sure that we're referring, or that we're allowing some communication, even though we're doing this, we do the same thing pretty much. Except the recipe here will be pipes. Pipe. There you go. Alright, and I will put a limit on it. Let's say we're gonna do... I probably should have done that before, but that's okay. Before I copied it everywhere. And we'll bound it with RoboPorts. How's this working? Are the logistics good? They seem to be fine. Okay. Now we need other things. We need iron plates for one thing. Because all these are going to get converted. So let's start right here. Iron plates. And we're going to need copper plates. We'll need... Oh, wait, no. Wait, that was the wrong thing. Copper plates drop is what I need. we'll need to make more trains all over the place. Are you having trouble loading? No? You're going. And I don't think the rest of these are... Oh, we'll need a steel bar drop. So this is new. Steel... And a steel plates drop, not bar. Steel plates drop. We'll need a green circuit. And we'll need a red circuits drop. At a minimum, so far. Why can't I just do it straight lines? I swear. Although I try not to. I apologize when I swear. Okay. So we don't have the trains to populate these yet, but we're you know, we're working our way towards it. Now, in terms of how this middle part's gonna go, I'm thinking I'm gonna want my space stuff right here in the middle, first of all. Let me turn this off, it's annoying. Where's roughly the middle? Like right here? Is that enough room for a beacon? Or are they 3? It is 3. Sad. Probably unnecessary. But might as well. We're doing a grand structure sort of thing. Although maybe we'll leave these 4 out, and that's where we'll do the inputs. I kind of like it. So these are requester chests. Unnecessary for there to be 4, but it looks better. Probably. Then we'll power it with a substation right in the middle, which doesn't really fit in the middle that well. Because this is a gap of 3. No, we need a substation. Maybe we get rid of these. like that. And then we can put one of these back in the middle. Sure. All right. That's gonna happen, and then we'll build stuff around it. I did a gap of 1, right? Yeah. Gap of 1. That doesn't look right. There. If it goes that way and that way. So if it goes this way and that way, then this belongs right there. Yeah, that's weird that it was... No, it wasn't connecting across the center. I thought it was connecting across the center one way, not the other. But I was wrong. All right, and then we'll substation it up. Could be better. Does this? Do these even need to be there anymore? Or are they in range of these substations? They are not. So yes, they do. Maybe I can redo how I... Oops. That wrong. There's just no getting around that these are going to be off center. Because this is it. I'm placing a 2x2 in a 3x3 area. But maybe we can make it not so bad. So that it at least looks rotationally symmetric. And then I need inputs. We could just do the inputs on the outside. Rather than trying to... No, do the inputs out here. Sorry, I'm probably wasting a lot of time messing about with this. Oops. I'm sure it'll be fine. All right. Okay, so that's the centerpiece of this. Now we need to actually build the things we need. Let's start with the start simple. And I'm going to want a trash also. So this is going to be yellow circuits. You'll be red circuits. And that'll work fine. No, I'm sorry, I'm saying circuits. I mean belts, of course. And they'll pull in the trash. That'll work fine. Yeah, I'll probably need a few of these just to be safe. Why don't we go with powers of 4? Powers of 2, I mean. Sorry, I'm getting a little distracted. Okay. And let's just go down the line and think of what else we would need. We would need many things. But let's start with the things we need to make these things. So... we need to make grays, to make blues, to make yellows. And we need a little gap. I didn't put a limit on these, did I? I need to. Looks good. Alright, but this isn't working because we don't have the speed modules in our system yet. We want to build speed modules here or deliver them? I think we'll just build some here. I'm debating the aesthetics of this all the time. I apologize for that. And these aren't being made yet because we don't have the circuits here. But they will eventually. Alright, next thing we need are the chests, I think. Okay. And then we just do that again for the next type of chest. These are for purple, and these are for yellow. And then I think we need another line of rope ports. So they're pulling green circuits from our, they're pulling stuff over from the other system. I should go and disable that perhaps. Let's go and turn off our other bus. Well, I can't really until I get everything replaced here. But our bots are probably busy moving all across the world. Yeah, we got a constant stream of stuff being produced over here. And then being sent down. But there'll be a local supply soon enough. And this should always be, you know, preferred. Because it's closer. Probably. I'm going to need more of these, but I'll just sit like that for now. Alright. I was trying to go really slow for the initial bit, but let's just go for something more general. So say we're going to have a pattern of single things. Is that enough for another one? It is. And what else? What can we make this for single things? Like, we could have these all feed each other. It's just I'm going to need so many of these that I wanted to actually have the interconnections. So these aren't being made because we don't have red circuits here. It is an issue. Don't have steel here either. Maybe that's the easier issue to fix. Let's make some trains. So we need steel plates, trains, and they are going to go from a steel plate, which is called steel bars for some reason right now, until full, and then go to a steel plate drop until empty. And you will have interrupts to refuel and interrupts to wait. You're a steel plate train. I need to get, like, fuel added to me. Like, we're not putting fuel in a box anywhere, I guess. Or am I not requesting it? No, I am. It's just there's nothing on the way because it's not in storage. Well, we'll do one more. And this will actually be a green circuits train. Trains. Go to a green circuits until you're full. Go to a green circuits drop until you're empty. Refuel and wait. Is this not working? No, it is. This is going to be cleared. Yep, that's fine. Should be some steel coming. Yeah, here we go. What about green circuits? Are they arriving? No, because you are loading. But these are full, so you'll load quickly. Oh, that's still emptied. Yeah, it takes you. I guess we stole a bunch of steel. I'm gonna need some more trains. Let's go to a refueling area and get some more fuel for ourselves. That's another thing I need to do. Build a closer refueling area. So our trains aren't having to leave the main grid in order to get their fuel back. And move the waiting area. What do we have out waiting now? We've got a whole train full of steel. This will have nowhere to go. We got a couple oil trains. They need more fields, probably. Because they're empty. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little roboport just right here. Come on, where's my grid? It's down here somewhere. There. And then we'll just turn one of these into a better chest. Sorry, does not need to store that much more. I didn't realize I hadn't set anything on those, but that's fine. As long as it's still splitting here, it'll be fine. Alright, let's make a couple more trains. Wrong way. You're a steel plate train. You're a iron plate train. Another green circuit train. I could use another one of those, but actually I wouldn't have enough input for it, so no reason to bother at the moment. Which train do we need? Another coal train, perhaps? Another iron plates train? And we'll add more over time, as per usual. Our waiting area is actually getting quite full. Let's build a new waiting area down in our world. That's unfortunate that that happens. Can I fix that? Like, this is such a common part of our system. We kind of don't want trains having to stop here unnecessarily. So you're coming up this way. You gotta be careful when you're joining, like that. You're coming this way. You need to be careful when you're crossing. You're coming this way. You need to be careful when you're crossing. I think that does it. So now a train going north won't interfere with a train going south or turning. I think. Look at this. How useless. Alright, waiting area. I'm getting distracted. Oops! Well, that was embarrassing. We can still fix this. Joined? No. Careful, careful. Careful. I think that accomplishes the same thing. Gotta look both ways before crossing the road like that. The rail like that. Still no green circuits here, why not? Or maybe they were delivered and now they're all... Yeah, they were delivered. And now they had to go out for another run. Now I'm wary of trains. I know I need to do red circuits. I know I need to. Should we make this the waiting area? Just right here? It's so close to the main line. But if you think that the... Trying to decide how I want to do this. Because most of the things in the waiting area are going to want to go to here. Or to... which means that they'd have to go... If we were to do this, they would come this way and have to go around like this. And in. And there's kind of no help in that. Even if we were to do it up here. Yeah. If nothing else, I can avoid waiting trains causing trouble for this bit by having them come in from the top left. And we could make it easier to get to the waiting area, but this is fine. I think that will do. Once they get it made. What we could do is make it easy to get onto this rail so you don't have to go through this intersection. But it's already pretty easy to get onto that intersection. I'm not that worried about it. It'd be if they have to go that way that there's a problem. We might want to just let them go straight over. Or block any through traffic. I kind of like that idea. So waiting train, nobody goes by the waiting train area. It's always the least efficient path. Oh, did I set these wrong? Yeah, train them at 1. Well, you go and do a lap. Just to get you out of the way. I should have sent it to another waiting. That might have caused a problem. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see if it caused a problem sometime. If our system grinds to a halt, we'll know we screwed up. And the whole idea of this was to make it so that trains could just come right back this way. We could have made this whole area a loop. But then we'd have to make it a little bit longer. It was already taking up a lot of space. I think we're good. All right, let's make the red circuit area. I've been delaying that. We'll do it up here. Get rid of this junk. Alright, that will happen eventually. Now, to make red circuits, again, let's assume that we're using assembling machine 3s with 4 productivity modules. And that the green circuits are coming in from afar. We don't need green circuits here. And so is the plastic. We're going to make the wire locally. Okay. And how much green circuits do we make? Like, I'm thinking I'm going to want this to use pretty much the output of an entire green circuit thing. So we made 80 green circuits per second. So if we limit this, we can't limit it. We can just extend it. So that would be about the right amount, 45. So a red belt and a half. Do we make enough plastic for that? We made 2 red circuits of plastic only. So, I'm sorry, 2 red circuits, 2 red belts. So let's limit this a bit more. Let's do it. Let's aim for 1 red belt. That'd be 156 machines. And the ratio is still 1:6, right? It looks about 1:6. So this is the view we've had. But we were making the red circuits, the green circuits locally, so we can do something else. Let's just do something from scratch, I think, rather than trying to make it from here. So we're gonna have, say that, okay, we're gonna deal with the incoming down here. There's gonna be, at some point, 4 belts. 2 belts of green and 2 belts of plastic. And do we want to run them all on 1 belt? I think we can. If we make it small enough. Maybe leave some room for it to get messy down there. Something like this. That's 12, right? 12, yes. Let me just make sure this is going to work. So if I were to limit this to assembly, limit it to exactly 12 of these, they can be supported by 2 of these, and that's going to take up only 1/3 of a belt, 1/3 of a lane, or half of a lane, a bit. So if we were to instead extend it, there's no need to. There's just no need to. But we can reuse the lane, basically, I'm saying. And we don't need to have a full belt devoted to feeding these 12. Because we're only to feed these 12, we need 0.3 of a red belt. A lane contains 0.5 of red belt, so of course we are only using a part of one side. Oops. Everything gets productivity'd. Copper comes in here, which is a little annoying. Do I like that? Can I fix that? I'm sure I can fix that. So like ideally I want copper to come down the middle like that. But then how do we get the wire on the bus, on the belt? We can make it work. Yeah, we can totally make that work. Just like this. I like it. It's actually kind of like pleasing because it's this stuff becomes this belt becomes that belt. And we'll gather all the reds on the outside. So again, if we were to limit this to 24 of these, they would need again, less than half of a belt. So we can just use a single belt as input for all of these. And for output. Although I won't. For output, I'll run them all out of here. And there'll be like a line that we connect to. Wrong way. I like it. Okay, and we said we needed, if we're not limiting it, 156. And we just did 24. So we need 6 of these. Or a bit less than 6, but we'll do 6. Doesn't quite fit. But we can make it fit by changing the spacing. And we don't even need this. This could just be go away and we'll just load right there. And we said the total output of this is a red belt, so we don't need to worry about this capacity. Alright, let's pull in our stuff. So loading from a train. That works. And we need to rebuild this this blueprint, if I recall. So delete this one. There. And we'll offset this one a little bit to make it a little easier. All right, and this is going to be a green circuit drop. And this is going to be a plastic drop. We don't have any plastic trains yet, so we'll have to make that. And we plan this all around having an input of only 2 red belts. So we could, okay, I could take all this and do it all over here. In fact, maybe I should. But we don't have the plastic to support it. But I'll go ahead and do that. Why not? Why not? And let me get rid of this. There's still no flip horizontally, right, for a blueprint? No, there is. Ooh, okay. But does it actually work, is the question. You know, I'm an idiot. I need to bring in a whole bunch of copper also, don't I? Well, we can do that too. Whoops. Okay, and I could have done this in the blueprint, but this bit here is also to the middle. What's our total copper input? It's less than 2 red belts. Main thing is this is not green circuits. We need to rename this to a copper drop. Or copper plate drop. Alright, how are we gonna do this? Like, can we do something clever with the plastic right here? say that eventually we're going to want to have 4 lines going out this way. Now, how do we achieve that? Now it's kind of annoying that they're offset. Should I just shift this all down? All right, and then we have something. Well, we need to turn these around first. That will do. Or will it? Because I've only got 4 of these, but I have 12 things to put them into. How am I going to divide them up? Am I really certain that I can get away with this? Apparently this only needs 2. Yeah. But is there a resupply issue? There might be. Although if there is, what can I do about that? So in theory, from what this is telling me, I don't need to do that. I can do this. And group them up in pairs of to there, and group them up in sets of 3, and it is supposed to work. I think we said it. Well, each one was. Well, no, wait a minute, because I'm doing with half belts. So really, what I could be doing, okay. The way I should be thinking about this is I shouldn't have 4 of these. I should have 8 of these. So maybe yeah. Let's think about this again. Pull all this back. I'm still gonna want 4 lines going this way at the end, but it's gonna be a bit more complicated to get them. Or not even really. It's just gonna be a bit more annoying to put them onto the lines. Like that. And the same thing right here. And then this side's the same, except for it flips. There. Then, now we have 2. Or, well, I guess... And we still have 4, I guess. But I have 6 things to put them into. But that's okay. We can figure that out. We'll just do a simple priority, like we have been doing in other places. So, say we're going to... We're starting here. Alright, this is a mess, so I'm going to just bring that to the center so that we don't have to think about it. We'll deal with, actually, that's going to be really easy. Yeah, we'll do something very similar for the copper in the center. This turned out to be more involved than I thought it was going to be. I apologize for that. I thought this would be quite simple. And I think it will be. We just need to, you know, get our head in the right place. Wait a minute. Something's not right. Yeah, these belts don't contain like elements, so we can't do it that way. Well, those will need to be like that. They'll need to be like that. Because their lanes are swapped, because of the way we combine them. It'll work still. We can still make this work. We'll just have to divide them not into into groups of 2, but groups of 3. All right. Let's figure this out. So it's going to be like that. Left. Why is... Oh, no. Because they're not... They're not ordered the way I thought they were. Do I want to mess with the ordering? I think so. No, we already copied it. Let's just go ahead and fix it on this end. So when we're pulling off the belt, we need to pull off the 2 left side ones. So this one hops. Okay, and then the same thing for right here. And undo this. And then for this one, it's kind of the same thing. Except these don't continue anymore. And then you have only these two. And we'll just bring them next to each other so it's easy. And then this will be much more simple. We just go like that. Oh, for these we need to left, left. Or this one doesn't even need that. It just needs one. Let's see how badly this works. Is it gonna work? It should only be on one side. The inside for these. Well, the outside. The outside for the first three, and the inside for the next three. Looks like it's working. Except I wanted to not do this. They're so trying to steal all of my trash. Okay, so inside, 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 outside, outside, outside. That works. I think we're good. Now the complication is it's not going to fit on this side. Oh dear. Maybe we can make it work. This is the structure we need. But flipped. So the best we can do is smushing it to there. And that works. That works fine. Let me just delete a few of these extra lines so that it works out in the blueprint. These ones we didn't even set. grab a better copy of that. Flip it. I wonder if this is actually going to work. I haven't seen a circuit yet. Just saying. I think it's still fine to make it the first and third, right? They'll just be flipped from here. I think it'll work. But I can tell you now, if I were gonna do this again, I would definitely make it so this produced the first and third, rather than having this be 1, 2, and 3, 4. But hey, it's done. The best solution is the one you arrive at that works, that you arrive at quickly. Or something like that. Bots, why are you not giving me the things I need? On the way 32 only? I guess that works. And I guess someone else is already coming for this one? Need to get that in our mall. Let's make some plastic trains. You are a plastic train. You are facing the wrong direction. I always do that. Go to a plastic until full. Then go to a plastic drop. Plastic drop until empty. And let yourself be interrupted for important things. Alright, hopefully they'll give me some plastic. Whatever. It did seem to work out. They've only got the stuff on one side, which is the goal. The whole point of it was to only have things on one side. What happened here? Oh, they just ran out of green circuits? Really? Okay. We still need to do the copper. Let's get that underway. So it's going to be simpler. we're just going to okay, and we need to prefer. Whoops. What are you guys bringing me? Regular belts. See, they're able to get me the regular belts so quickly because they're just pulling it from right over here. We need to get the undergrounds and all the rest of the stuff over here too. But I made this interruption to deal with the red circuits. Because we needed red circuits. Oh, let's jump to something that needs other science. How about projectile damage? And can we just copy and flip this? Because that would be nice. There we go. And we're actually producing some red circuits on the other side. Now we just need to make the station. So this is going to be a loading station. 2 rail. And I'm going to be a little lazy and just flip this. Rather than trying to flip this entire structure, I'm just going to run the belt around. Okay. Haven't seen a circuit on this side yet. Where's my plastic? Ah. So these could have been much closer together because I'm pulling it off the other side. Ah well, live and learn. And these could have been actually next to each other so that they use the same red belt to output. But I didn't do that. Alright, let me go and change a few things. So we have our iron, there. Well, first of all, let's get the bots doing some work instead of being lazing about like they do. Now we've got full oil trains everywhere. Are we not using our oil? This has just been bothering me for a little bit. These are not steel bars, these are steel plates. I think they are. Yeah, steel plate. Now, are there steel bar stations? No, we renamed them all. Good. Let's build a red circuit train, I guess. Or two. Go to a red circuits until you're full. Go to a red circuit drop until you're empty. Interrupt as needed. Is that one not connected? It is. It just isn't open. Boing. Yeah, seems fine. I'm a little worried about cracking ratios. We never actually figured this out. I just kept adding until it looked like it was working out. Like we might end up with like way too much, the entire thing limited by my ability to crack heavy into light. Like what's the last thing to, yeah, it seems like heavy into light might be the actual issue right now. Because all the light's being cracked. And we don't have enough petroleum gas? No, we do. It's being sucked out into here. We're using all our gas. So... I feel like we're not... I want more plastic than this. Maybe I just double this? Like, would that be a stupid thing to do? Maybe. Though I know we are not, our refining capacity is not sufficient to support this many machines. But I'd rather see it input starved than machine starved. Than capacity starved. All right. How are our red circuits going? Now we got red circuits. Here, just make a quick run over, a partial drop, just so that we have stuff available. Now we can continue with our mall, which is just to my north. I didn't think it was turning. How far back are we? A little bit. We have to redo the plastic. My bad. My sorry. You know what? Let me get us strong enough to survive that. Like some better energy shields, perhaps. What was this? This is, I'm making a red circuit train. And I was in the middle of doing this when it was loaded, apparently. My apologies. And I could just respawn, but it's I have to rebuild all your stuff. And I'm lazy, I don't want to. Here, while I'm doing this, you guys start duplicating the plastic. Sorry, that's so embarrassing. I didn't even set this red circuit until empty. Maybe that's enough to keep us alive. I need higher tier gear. We need to go into the DLC and figure that out. Are these still named right, or did we do that? Yeah, steel plates. That's our second train collision. I'm an idiot. What am I doing? Our second train collision this part. Maybe I need to build in some, I don't know, some sort of protection. What I need to do is stop walking on the rails, Michael. Don't be an idiot. All right, that's going. I'm imagining several times we're gonna going back and do this, where we built this. We could do the exact same thing here, just so that the overflowing oil that we're making will have excess capacity. In fact, let's just do that now. More building capacity, less. So we're input limited rather than factory limited. We'll wait a while for them to connect it, though, because they're not going to have the stuff they need. Okay, so the whole idea was I was going to go back then and work on this. Let's work on our mall. And we wanted to make one of the red circuits. I left an unset one. What was that supposed to be? What was this train supposed to be right here? I don't remember. Iron, copper, steel, green, red. We've got the pipe and the gears. What else do we need? Sulfur? Lube? Probably a bunch of things. All right, though, let's finish this up. So we're going to make the different circuit types. Or the different inserter types, first of all. Then the belts. And we are probably going to need to make the yellow versions on the way. Even yellow transport belts. Okay. Storage tanks? Sure. Wait a minute, before I do that, well, I was thinking I should grab the pattern. Are we even successfully making these? No, we're not. We're gonna need to make speed modules in greater quantities. Roughly the right space. Actually, now it looks really too far over. All right, it's too far over. Move it back a little closer. It doesn't, I don't care. Now they're not lined up at the bottom, but that's fine. It doesn't need to be. Holes of various sorts, and they need what? They need copper cable. And we'll also need sticks. I'll make some engine units just to have a few on in the system. Okay, then going back to this, I'll need pipe to grounds, definitely. A few of them. Some pumps. I haven't done much with the whole elevated rail yet. I'll need to think about that. But rail in general, I need to make a few of those. Maybe some more sticks. The 2 signals. Maybe I need more engines just because the recipe's so slow. Sure. And then locomotives. The 3 different tanks. Or the 2 different tanks. Stations. I think that's everything I need here. Repair packs. Solar panels will be its own thing. And nuclear stuff its own thing. But miners? Sure, we can make miners. Okay. Yeah, sure. We'll make pump jacks. This is where we're gonna run into trouble, because we don't have stone bricks anywhere in the system yet. Yeah. Well, eventually we will, but then they'll be made right there. Again, the concrete stuff we don't have. Beacons. Sure. Stone furnaces, again, the issue with the lack of brick, stone brick. And the rail isn't working either because it doesn't have stone. Although I might be able to discredit some from like from what's it called, from all the stone our bots have gotten while clearing. But long term we'll have to deliver it to this station. Okay, then space stuff. And the platforming. the asteroid collectors. Crushers. Thrusters. Although they're gonna need lube. We'll have to get lube into the system somehow also. Okay. Then let's grab, well, okay, first of all, can I fit 2 of these? No, I can't. Power. Okay. Yeah, I guess we're suddenly using a bunch of power. That makes sense. Oh, it didn't even top off yesterday. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's not the kind of power grid you want to see. Alright, so all that's going on. Now over here I wanted to do some module stuff. And I would do want some higher level modules too, I guess. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe not yet. And I'd like to try some of the quality stuff too at some point. I don't have a plan immediately, but we can work our way towards one. That's something I didn't make. Yeah, we forgot to make roboports. Still need to deal with lube stuff. We'll have to deal with lube stuff at some point. Other weaponry things? I haven't used grenades very much. Like the capsule grenades. I've used the basic grenades to get rid of trees. I don't think I need to bother. Make radars. Just for replacement. That's probably it for now. Alright, so what's not working? We don't have stone, we don't have stone blocks, we don't have lube. Or anything that needs lube. That's downstream of it. We don't have blue circuits or anything that requires blue circuits. Like the destroyer capsules. That's something to think about. How's this going? Looks like I backed up. Yeah, we ran out of space for the regular greens. So we'll just let them process all the green that's in these boxes for a little bit before adding more in. Now I'll even steal one of these. Or two of these. Not enough room for two. Never mind. Come on, I just stole it. There you go. And it needs its own greens. Alright, we'll let that process for a bit. I got distracted. What was I doing? I was going to go north and turn off the basic things being made back in our base. On our bus. Grid base is the new base. Old base, the main bus base, is a thing of the past. Just a few things still being made here. Things that need stone or stone products. Things that need blue or blue products. Solar panels. And battery things. Those need batteries. So accumulators. But most of this can just go away. This stays on, which means it's supporting things also stay on. My bad. So we'll let them empty their current inventory eventually. But we won't let them build anything more. But they still need to build rail up here, because that's the only place we're making it. A few other things. How do our solar panel reserves look? Where are we making them? None. We've sent them all out. Well, go ahead and make them a little faster, please. All right, so that's going. Concrete also is something we need to get into our system at some point. So stone brick, concrete, lube, things needing lube. Down the line. Look at all those bots coming up here. Drop stuff off. Why are there so many accumulators down in this part of the world? We're not building accumulators down here. Maybe there are things you were trying to bring me, and they end up in storage? Like, we're not building them here, are we? No. Don't know. That's peculiar. Peculiar. Let's go and fix that. We'll put science into our new base at some point, but I'm holding off on it for now. Probably we won't do that until after we get to the DLC. Because right now, I'm good with science being where it is. Eventually, we'll be able to close this entire bit off, and we'll be able to just have our initial smelting setup supporting this science area and this science area, and everything else will just shut down. We're not there yet, but we will be. So we'll have a science base and a everything else base for a little bit. Do we need more waiting room? Don't think so. We're good. We have actually plastic waiting. Wow. I might want to have like an ore waiting and then everything else waiting at some point. We're up to about 10,000 logistic bots, which is probably more than we need. Let's turn that off for now. So we're making those up here somewhere. Here. All right, silver. Okay. That will help that go in a little bit. Oil's fine there. How about over here? It's fine there. We have things waiting up here. Yeah, some of these basic ones. We have so much steel waiting around. Interesting. I'm reluctant to turn that off because they'll just wait at wherever it's nearby, wherever is reachable to them. Probably need to pull that into our system. Oh, that's why we have so many oil trains waiting. They don't wait. They don't, yeah, that's not enable disable. That was a temporary thing we needed to do. Full stations should just wait. The train should just wait at the station. Okay. No copper plates here. Do we not have copper plates trains, or is it an ore issue? No, it's a train issue. Okay, hopefully that will help. Basically, every station that has drop on it, I want there to be a train already sitting there. That would mean that, you know, that everything is being fulfilled. So that you can see this one is not fulfilled. And red circuits is not fulfilled either. Green circuits. Is that the issue with? Yeah, we need another green circuits here. Do we just not have green circuits? Because we don't have copper. Right, yeah, we already looked at that. This is a problem we've already solved, or at least discussed. Made progress towards solving. So there should be something at green plates. Or I'm sorry, copper plates. Loading. There you go. That will get our green circuits going again. All right. We've made some real progress today, I think. But we'll take a break here. Next time, I think we need to work our way towards the... We need to get lubricant. We need to get blue circuits into its own system. We probably need to double up our green and red circuit production somewhere. Maybe get more oil going. We need to get stone onto our system. And then we need to build our new launch facilities and start launching rockets from over here rather than up in the previous place. Don't know if that's one episode or two. We'll see. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you're enjoying. It's getting a bit more complicated, I have to admit. I spend more time just thinking about stuff rather than plopping down factory components. But hopefully that's still engaging. So thank you for watching. Until next time.